It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, the 16th of November. I'm Michael Groff. You love the smell of rain in the morning. Yes, it was great to wake up to that earlier today. Now, we didn't see much rain overnight, just a couple of hundredths of an inch across much of the valley. However, there still are rain chances in the forecast going forward. Not too much more today, tonight, tomorrow. But the main event really tomorrow night and into Saturday, we should see a fairly widespread rain event. It's what we like to call a high pop, low QPF situation. High probability of precipitation, low amounts of rain. And we'll talk about that. Plus, temperatures headed down. That's good news. And we'll even get into that Thanksgiving forecast as well because, hey, that's only a week away. How this year has flown on by. All right, let's get into it. The almanac from yesterday. 88 degrees the afternoon high, 67 the morning low. This has been a very warm November so far. Obviously above those averages of 77 and 54. We're way behind on rainfall for the year. Now, again, officially this morning, we did pick up a couple hundredths of an inch at Sky Harbor. So that breaks our dry streak. We've gone a couple of months without measurable rain here officially. Looking outside right now here at 11:23 a.m. We've got mostly cloudy sky. We're at 73 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point up to 52, humidity 48%. It's a light wind and the barometer's steady. Checking the radar across the area right now. Not much rain here in Phoenix. A few showers off to the east of us. Over northeast Maricopa, parts of Gila County, and points off to the east from there. We could see a stray sprinkler light shower through the rest of the day today, but I just don't expect to see that. A few showers possible tonight and tomorrow morning, but again, most of that should stay to the south of us. The next real window of opportunity for rain here in Phoenix, at least in terms of the best chance, will be by tomorrow evening and into Saturday morning. Here's the upper air weather pattern across the nation. High pressure off to the east. There's that deep low off the west coast. We got these little disturbances that rotate around that. It's going to give us another wave or round of precipitation later tonight and tomorrow, mainly across far southern and southeast Arizona, but we're not going to see a whole lot here in Phoenix until tomorrow night. Here's the watch morning map. Now, you've got some wind advisories over parts of the northern plains states, the Dakotas, Minnesota, dense fog advisories over parts of southeast New Mexico, west Texas. Lots of wind for the coast of Florida. And with the kind of a system out there trying to develop into a tropical system off of the east coast near the Bahamas. So we'll watch that carefully, but certainly some rain and some wind. But really in terms of high impact events, luckily we don't have any severe weather ongoing right now, and we see that on the convective outlook. No organized severe weather. Again, a little thunder possible. They've got parts of Arizona in the green, including Phoenix. I don't know if we'll hear any rumbles of thunder this afternoon. I guess it's not completely out of the question, but any thunder, I think, would probably stay to the south of us today. Here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Thursday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, maybe at or just under 1/4 of an inch. And that's pretty much widespread across much of the state. And that's good news. We'll take whatever we can get. This is still a fairly complicated forecast, and we'll talk about why that is right now as we take a look at the models. Here we go. The GFS, it's the 12Z run, valid 5 o'clock this afternoon. There's that low off the west coast. We've got these little Vort lobes that circle around that. One coming in here later this afternoon and tonight. So what it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, mostly cloudy sky. A sprinkle or a light shower still possible, but most of those will be off to the east of us. And high temperatures this afternoon. We should still manage to make it up to around 80 degrees, I think. And again, any shower activity should stay to the south. Same for tonight. Few showers, mainly south of us. Overnight lows, mostly in the 60s. It's going to be very warm with all that moisture and higher humidity around. Then tomorrow, it's more of the same, mostly cloudy. There's a stray shower that's possible in here through the day, but again, we should generally stay dry. And high temperatures, latest guidance coming in with maybe low 80s tomorrow. Now tomorrow night and into Saturday morning, rain becomes likely here. Are we talking about heavy rain? No, but fairly widespread rain. So we should at least see maybe 1 to 2/10 of an inch with this third and final wave of precipitation that comes on in. The main area of low pressure, the best dynamic support, looks like it's going to stay just to the north of us. Still, we'll put that 60 to 70% chance of rain in the forecast tomorrow night and Saturday morning. High temperatures on Saturday should be a bit lower with the clouds and the precipitation around, especially in the morning. So afternoon highs topping out probably in the mid-70s. Now, by Sunday, all that's basically going to be out of here. Could still see a shower or two across the Four Corners region, though. High temperatures on Sunday, mid-70s, looking delightful. Same thing Monday, maybe upper 70s. The sky mostly sunny, the air dry. And generally speaking, the same thing Tuesday. Highs somewhere between about 74 to 78. We could touch 80 in the warmest desert spots. And it's going to be essentially the same forecast on Wednesday. Highs mostly in the 70s. Overnight lows will be a bit cooler, though, as somewhat drier air will work in. So we'll have lows in the mid-40s to low 50s for much of next week. Now, here's a week from today. This is Thursday, the 23rd. It's Thanksgiving Day. We've got another area of low pressure making its way through the west. This is moving over land. Not much moisture associated with it, but it should bring another round of somewhat cooler temperatures in here by late next week. So right now, it looks like Thanksgiving's going to be delightful. Highs probably somewhere in the low, maybe mid-70s, and overnight lows mid-40s to low 50s. Looks like just an absolutely delightful day. You want to have Thanksgiving outside? Seems like a pretty good idea right now. Of course, this can change, but it looks like a pretty nice day. And then going out 10 days, Saturday the 25th. Again, troughing across much of the western states, but we're on the southern periphery of that. Temperatures would be at or maybe just a degree or three shy of seasonal averages if this works out, and dry conditions would continue. Now, looking at rainfall for Phoenix off the GFS ensemble out through the end of the month. And, well, the mean hanging around about 1/3 of an inch. Most of that obviously coming here in the next 24 to 36 hours. European ensemble pretty much the same, although a little bit higher on the mean here, up around a half an inch. I'm getting all choked up about it. And there are a few members that show more than that, so we'll see. But at this point, it looks like the main window for precipitation, again, tomorrow night, Saturday morning. Some of our guidance wants to show some more precipitation chances out about 10 days. Well, we'll see about that. And then temperatures off the national blend of models looks fantastic. This is kind of where we ought to be, maybe just a degree or two warmer than normal on some days, but overall highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s. And after Saturday, generally dry conditions for a while. That's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then be sure to click on that little thanks icon below the video and donate to us. $2, $5, $1 million. It all helps the cause, so we really do appreciate that. And we're not quite done with the video because I want to show these people that donated to us yesterday. Thank you guys so much. And there's a question in there too. What's the difference between tropical and subtropical moisture? Now, the main difference we're talking about that is the origin of the moisture. Tropical moisture comes from the tropics down there, generally below 20 degrees north latitude up here in the northern hemisphere. And when you see tropical moisture drawn from down there, we call that tropical moisture. Subtropical moisture is a little north of that. Also, it relates to the depth of the moisture, how much moisture is through the atmosphere column when precipitable water values are meet a certain threshold. Like, for example, in the summertime, when we see precipitable water values exceeding about 1.7 inches, usually we refer to that as tropical in nature. 1.8 inches, we refer to that as tropical. That's not an exact nomenclature for that, but that's how that generally is. But it's usually just the origin of the moisture down there around the tropicals, the 20 degrees north latitude. That's when we're talking about tropical moisture. Subtropical moisture just north of that, up 20, 25, 30 degrees. So that's the simplest explanation I can give for that. All right, thank you guys. Oh, One other thing, the executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona Weather Discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle, so check her out. Now I say thank you so much for watching. All of your continued support, so appreciated. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rain where you can find it. Have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Thursday.